Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video. So I'm having some success in the last few videos, so hopefully this one goes a bit better. I think we're on like lesson 15 here. I'm teaching myself microcontroller programming. This is a PIC 16 F18877. I'm learning off of this kit here called EBlocks, which is done by a company called Matrix. And I'm going through their curriculum, which is Introduction to Microcontroller Programming. 101 pages. Believe I'm on like page 76 now. Yep, cool. So I'm going through programming exercises, and we're going on to the new exercise now, which is called making decisions, which again, this is if statement, so I'm not really sure why this wasn't done much earlier, but anyways. So earlier programs included simple decision making using loops and connection points. Okay, we've done that already. Blah blah blah. All right, background done. So objectives: configure decision icons and hence add conditional branch into a program. Control the frequency at which LEDs flash. Use LEDs to display output logic levels. Use temporary memory. Okay, that's what I want to do. Temporary memory. Cool. So task 1. So this video will do task 1, and I'll break it up into tasks. I'll break this up into 4 videos because this keeps it short. So write a program that uses switches to provide a reversed sequence on the LEDs. Okay, when switch 0 is pressed, then LB7 lights. LB, don't know what LB refers to. And then when switch 1 is pressed, LB6 lights. I think all this is saying, which again, it's just never clear, like I could do with a picture. I think what you're saying there is when I press that one, then, damn, get it? Nah, I can't. But when you press that one, that lights. And when you press bit 0, the last LED lights. When you press bit 1, the last LED, the second to last LED lights, the third LED, the third to last LED lights, and so on and so forth. I think it's just about crossing over, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that sounds simple, but code-wise, I'm struggling to think here. So let's do a new project. So this is obviously Flowcode. If you're following along, you've seen Flowcode a lot now. All right, what do I want to do? So obviously I want a loop, and then so okay, well let's just start from the basics. I need to read my input from my switches. So input switches, and we're going to write all of that into so let's write that all into a variable. We're going to set that variable here to be 1. Oh, no, we're not. Input? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, scratch that. And I'm going to write to some outputs, aren't I? So the outputs, what I found is I can change the colors of these, I believe. So set color, there we go. So I kind of, I don't know, red outputs, blue inputs, maybe? Something like that. A bit long to do. I'd love a shortcut on how to do it. That doesn't look great. Anyways, all right. So read or write my. I'm going to read my inputs into input switches, and then I guess I'm gonna do something with it, aren't I? I'm gonna do some sort of calculation with it, and then I'm gonna write that calculation output. So let's put a variable called output LEDs. Yep. So if we just say the calculation for now, just nice and simply, is going to be input switches is equal to output LEDs. So obviously that's pretty self-explanatory what that's going to do. That's basically going to write my input to my output. So I want to invert it out. This is almost like not a bubble sort, but I want to swap. See, again, with I wouldn't write this from scratch and see. I'll just pull a function. It'd be very quick. So I could ask ChatGPT, but let's just think about it. I want to make it so that when I press bit 0 becomes 7, 1 becomes 6, 2 becomes 5. What I don't get is how does a 16-year-old do this? I just don't. I'm just not with it at all. I'm a bit stumped. All right, I'm gonna cheat, but I'm not gonna cheat because I mean, ultimately, this is all I do at work as well. I'm gonna go on ChatGPT and I'm gonna say, I have 7 or 8. I have 8 input buttons, and I want to write to 8 LEDs. I want to write to 8 LEDs. I have 8 inputs. I want to write to 8 LEDs, but I want them inverted such that bit 0 writes to bit 7 of the LEDs, and bit 7 of the input writes to bit 0 of the output. You get my drift. How do I do this? The bit inversion, read the input state, capture the input from the 8 buttons as a byte, use bit shifting to reverse the order of the bits. So again, yeah, I'm gonna need like holding variables, I guess. What's it done here? Copy the least significant bit of the input to the output. Shift the input to the right. It's using for loops. Okay. That's pretty simple. How do I do that in Flowcode? Bloody hell. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT. How do I do this in Flowcode 10? Set up input buttons. Add 8 output components or a single 8-bit port. Create a new macro called reverse bits. Okay. So again, yeah, I haven't learned about macros. So at work, all the guys programming, they all use macros, which I guess is just like a bit of C code. But I don't, again, this curriculum that I'm meant to be going through, that is meant to be teaching me how to program, has not specified. This might have a super simple way of doing it. I have no idea, and it hasn't even helped me one bit. It's just said, this is just a list of tasks. It's a very lazy curriculum, this. So I guess write a bit of reversal code inside the C block as follows. This is cheating because now I'm just writing in C. So yeah, there's a C code block here. So I can write C. You know, now this becomes a bit pointless, but okay. So I've just copied that C code in. So let's just get my I don't really know. I've got some C code there, but obviously that, yeah, this is a bit crap, I must say. I hate this. I'm not doing it. This is crap. All right. Okay. I'm not happy. All right. Let's write all my input switches to a temporary variable. Can I call upon specific bit of this byte? So like I don't know how to do this. I want just one bit. How do I get, like, for example, that? Can I do that? Can I do input 0 is equal to output 7? That's what I want to be able to do, but I guess I won't be able to. So what do? Can I write this whole input switches to an array? And then how do I prevent it from overwriting each other? I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly, guys. No idea. Maybe this is all just fancy. Maybe I just say read the input. This is crap. I'm not enjoying this at all. What? So this is actually just a pointless lesson at this point. So the single bit, yeah, no idea. A0 is equal to I read it into input 0. Let's make an array input of 8 length. Will that do? I have no idea what I'm doing, man. What's this? Attempt to index non-array object. Input. Is that an array? Edit. It's not an array. How do I make that an array? 8. Okay, input 8. There we go. Alright. We're getting there. So that now is equal to input 0. What am I gonna do? Read how do I read this whole byte in one go? Can I okay. Can I just say my input, not in a single bit, but the entire port is equal to input? Can I do that? No, I can't. Can I do that? No, I can't. How do you not just write in C and everything of C? Yeah, okay. Port A is equal to input 0. That's not what I want. I want the whole byte to be written in one go to that byte. And again, I have not been taught how to in this curriculum. And this is insane that I'm just programming for the sake of programming. Just, yeah. Alright, I'm going to be an idiot and just proper write everything one by one. And we'll just pretend that this is programming. But if you're a 16-year-old student going through this, I feel sorry for you. This is... I mean, hopefully you'd have a teacher who knows how to program, but that's not always the case. So I'm now manually writing out. Input 3 goes to bit 3. Bloody hell. This is mad. Insanity, man. But 4... I should have just... It seemed wrong to just chuck it into C, because the problem with that, if I do that, I will never write in Flowcode. I'll use Flowcode to write C, but that's, again, just silly. At that point, I may as well just use MPLab or whatever IDE. So hopefully, one of you guys in the comments say, Ahmed, here's how you do it in Flowcode. Look at this link, and you link me to something where I don't have to do this stupidness. This is absolutely dumb. Anyways, so I've now read all my inputs in. Can I at least function block that so I don't have to look at it and feel stupid? Icons. I don't know. Like, okay, so can I say use a macro, add a new macro? I don't know what I'm doing. Again, I haven't been taught. I'm going to just say moving or mapping inputs. Mapping inputs. There's no... Okay, alright, that's made a new function. That's fine. So I'm happy with that. I've got a mapping inputs thing. Can I copy all of this into here? I don't actually know what a macro is because, like I said, again, I haven't been taught. But all of that into there. So now does that should now work, I think. So hopefully that works. So I'm reading all my inputs into these bits. This array. So now what I want is I want to say I want to write to this output. Oh my gosh. All manually again, I guess. Oh dear. Alright. How do we do this? We say I'm so lost right now. So if I do this, let's just try and get my head straight. List occurrence? No, I don't want that. How do I just give me the elements of the array? Alright, so that's wrong, but okay. Input 0 is equal to no. I need to write what's A0 here? Oh, port A, that's the output. Okay, so port B is what I want. So that now, if I do is equal to the last bit, this should work. So let's give this a download. So I'm just saying that my input 0 is equal to the output. So if I just compile that to target Flowcode, I don't even know what lesson I'm on now. 15 maybe. 15, yeah. This has been crap. So hopefully this at least works. Oh, my head hurts. All right, so if I press this, I don't know if it's finished yet. Seems to take a while. Does not seem to be working, but I don't know if that has to do with delays or. So anyways, yeah, that hasn't worked. Let's remove this user macro thing because again, I have no idea how this macro thing works. I don't know if that's even running. Does that need to, yeah, I don't know. So let's just bring this all back into my main code. I'd like to call it as a function, but like I said, I don't know how that works. So let's just see, does this work? So I read all my inputs, and then I'm writing that to the output. I can't see why that wouldn't work. All right, file sent, done. Okay, so that works. Oh man, do you need me to do the rest? I don't want to do the rest. It's such a pointless exercise, man. I said this. I was talking to the sales guys, and I said, "How I said to them, how are you selling this thing? Because do people not come back to you?" And I was like, this makes me feel like an idiot. Obviously, the hardware is incredible, so. I guess one thing my boss said, which I agree with, is that when Matrix aren't in the business of removing the teacher, so I guess you're supplying the hardware and the teacher can do then the lessons. But the kind of the point for me is that you're providing a good curriculum that then students can learn from. So I'm not fully with that. So input 7 is equal to bit 0. Input 6 is equal to bit 1, right? Then we've got bit 2, bit 3, bit 4. This is atrocious. Bit 5, bit 6, and we're done. So yeah, what I said to the sales guy was, I was like, I feel stupid when I'm going through this. So yeah, nothing special here. I've just mapped all my inputs to my outputs in reverse order, one by one, ultra manually. Ah dear. All right, moment of truth. I can't see it not working. Right, that one works. 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 Cool. What's next on this silly curriculum? Write a program that creates an 8-bit counter counting from 0 to 255 and then back to 0 repeatedly. I've done this 50 times already. Why? I'm not doing that again. Using this should have been a separate video actually, but let's just see what it says. Using decision icons instead of loop icons. Using 2 switches connected to port B, bits 0 and 1. I must say I don't want to continue. I should probably just go take a break. After this sort of lesson, I think you just deserve a break really. But I don't even want to continue this curriculum. Write a program that creates an 8-bit counter counting from 0 to 255 and back to 0 repeatedly. Using decision icons instead of loop icons. Using decisions. All right. Using 2 switches. All right, I might give this a go. So yeah, I think we'll try this. I'll do this in another video now. I'll end this video here because I'm gonna have a break and have some tea or something and feel better. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting. So I think previously I've done it using loops. So this time it's just going to be a whole massive bunch of nested if statements. Anyways, I don't look forward to that, but we'll give it a go. Maybe it gets better. I shouldn't judge this lesson on just this crap. But anyways, cool. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it through, good job on you. And if you have a good way of doing that, let me know, please, because this is crap. Anyways, all right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.